Winterfest. Winterfest. One of Prodigy's main 4 festivals. Yes, I am not counting Starlight Festival because it is so inconsistent. This is the festival where we get to trade our magic snowflakes in with Howard Cornelius for special winter-themed rewards. As Winterfest approaches, it is getting closer to the time when we can make early predictions on what we will see in this year's Winterfest, so that is what I'm going to be doing in this video. I'm going to be making early predictions on what happens in Winterfest in 2024. So let's go ahead and start off with the release schedule. I believe that it will continue to stay in January for release instead of December. So very early January is when Winterfest will start this year and end at the beginning of February. That is the way it has been the past couple of years, and I do not think Prodigy is going to change it back. That is pretty simple. I guess we can all also assume that there is going to be task rewards for this year's Winterfest. So far, they have not been found in the code yet. We do not know what these task rewards are going to be, but of course, I am excited for them no matter what. We will have those 3 or so items added to Winterfest this year. Of course, we can assume that Howard Cornelius is still going to be selling the same shop items for magic snowflakes, but where I do want to go into detail is what new items are going to be added to the Winterfest shop. As you may know, many new items are appearing in the shops because Prodigy is putting unobtainable items into places where they are now obtainable. So plenty of previously unobtainable items have already been added to a bunch of the shops, and Winterfest is next to come. So here are some of the items that I believe we could see added to the Winterfest shop this year. Let's start off with some of the more obvious options. First, we have the Holly hair clip. This was the task reward, one of the task rewards from last year's Winterfest, and this is definitely going to be added to the hats section of the shop. Now, some other possible hats include the snowflake hair clip. This one was removed from the Snow Day sales shop and also made legendary, so I think that this has a chance of being added to the Winterfest shop. And same thing goes for the Hit by Snowball hat. It was also removed from the Snow Day sales shop. I'm not sure why either of these were removed, but it is very possible that they will be added to the Winterfest shop since they are very winter themed. And then we have the Snowflake Shades. This was an old member box item, and its rarity was changed from heroic to rare. So I think that this also has an option of being added to the Winterfest shop. Of course, snowflake shades are winter themed. Now moving on to outfits, I think there's a possibility that the black ice armor might be added, but I don't think it is very high at all. I would not be surprised if this outfit was not added to the Winterfest shop, but we will have to see. Then we've got the Snow Shredder outfit. This was another old member box item, and its rarity was changed from heroic to uncommon, so I think it is highly likely we will see this one in the Winterfest shop this year. As for wands, we have a few different options. The Ice Bird wand could make a return, but I would not be surprised if it did not return in Winterfest. Of course, we will have to see. Just like with all of these, none of them are confirmed yet. The Tusk Tooth is another option. This is a winter-themed, very old item in Prodigy that has been unobtainable for a long time. Hopefully it is added. I really want this wand. And then we have the Candy Caster, which is yet another old member box item that had its rarity changed from heroic to uncommon. And just look at this thing. It belongs in the Winterfest shop for sure. For boots, I think we can see the return of the winter boots to the Winterfest shop, but it is also likely that no boots will get added to the shop and it will remain bootless. We will have to see. No idea why the winter boots were made legendary though. For buddies, let's see, I have 2 different member box buddies that could potentially make a return here. The polar bear and the snow puppy. Both of these could get added to the Winterfest shop as old member box buddies making a return, just like the Shadow Ghost was added to the Pumpkinfest shop. Now, unfortunately, I do not think we will see the return of the gift box buddy in the Winterfest shop, because even though that was one of the old task rewards from last year's Winterfest, the previous festivals have not had their buddies from last year added to the shop. Like, the tropical fish was not added to the Summerfest shop, and the crow was not added to the Pumpkinfest shop. This may be because buddies are just not ready at the moment, but then they did add the Shadow Ghost to the Pumpkinfest shop, so I really have no idea why the buddies aren't being added. But there is always a slight possibility that by the time Winterfest is over, this buddy will be in the shop. Then we have furniture items. I think we could see the return of a few different old member box items here as well. The least likely, I think, is the hockey rink. This could be added though, we never know. The snowflake rug has a high chance of being added. I do hope it is. And the highest chance of being added is likely the Winterfest lights. It literally has Winterfest in the name. I see no reason why these should not be added to the shop. Okay, so I don't think any of the main items are going to get removed from the shop, but what I think is going to be removed from the shop is Mystical. I do not think Mystical is going to be there anymore, and I also believe that the items that used to be available in the shop are not going to be there anymore, such as the Snowball and the Magic Gift. The Morph Marble Giant Snowball should still be there. I just think the others are getting removed because they were removed from the previous shops for whatever reason. I do not think that Tortoise and Glacial, or just Tortoise, I don't think it is going to be added to the shop, mainly because, just like the gift box buddy, the other pets from festivals were not added yet to the shops. Not sure if this is going to be permanent or not, but right now I don't think that Tortoise is going to be added to the Winterfest shop. Also, especially because Tortoise is obtainable now in Shiverchill Mountains. So let's see, I think that is pretty much it for the shop items. I think those items all have a chance of being added. Some of them, of course, more likely than others. And we will have to see on all of them when Winterfest actually comes out in January. Now, one last thing, as for the snowman that appears daily in Winterfest, it is possible that Prodigy is going to add a boss for that one, just like they just recently added Hollow Jack for Pumpkinfest, but do not count on it. If Prodigy makes a boss for that, it would have to be really soon, and we have not found anything yet, but there is always a possibility, and I do hope they add a boss there, because that would be really cool if they had a boss for every festival. I like battling Hollow Jack a lot, and I would like to do something like that for the other festivals as well. We will have to see what direction Prodigy goes with this subject. So I believe that is it. That's all I really have to discuss on early Winterfest 2024 predictions. We just have not had any task rewards found or anything like that. I just mainly what I wanted to talk about is what items might be added to the Winterfest shop. So, what do you think about all of these predictions for Winterfest 2024? Are you excited for this festival, and which items do you think are going to get added to the shop? Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments.